Hello everyone, I'm TFC328 here, and it's not about you do differently, it's about you do well. Chances are you've probably never heard of this title, so this gives me a great opportunity to enlighten you guys on a real hidden gem. Strength of the Sword 3, The War Golem. Ivan Games, an indie development studio consisting of 2 guys, made a kick-ass action title that ends their trilogy as soon as it begins. So unless we can travel between dimensions, we'll never get to see what Strength of the Sword 1 and 2 look like. Then again, unless the originals are just that damn good, don't we end up saying our favorite games are sequels? Good to know that these guys have a good sense of humor. The story, as far as I can gather, is this. Some underworld forces invade the mortal realm, and the gods send the warrior closest to Sir Daniel Fortescue they could find to stop them. The game is not very story-driven, but that's not what they were going for, and so long as the gameplay is good enough to compensate, I'm okay with that. The game provides a distinct style that allows the environment to look appealing, as well as have each enemy type stand out as its own individual entity. From the first Goblin Scouts, Demolition Grunts, Blade Hounds, and Creeping Shadows, to the boss enemies like the Dark Knight, Silverback Guard, Clanker, and even the Fallen? I like the character, but how come similar character designs keep showing up on my channel? While I couldn't recall the music on account of gameplay focus, the sound direction is solid. Hits sound like they mean something, which is important in a game like this. The overuse of slow-mo works, but it does get annoying when you take a big hit and you're just trying to recover. With the controls and gameplay, here's how it rolls. You can use either the D-pad or left analog stick to move, X to jump, square to attack, triangle to stab, circle to block, circle and forward to recharge your mana, switch which enemy to lock onto with L1 and R1, use the right analog stick to choose a sub-weapon, fire them with the L2 button, and use the R2 button to dodge or dash in which direction you want. It's all very responsive and it feels satisfying to control. There's a wide variety of sub-weapons and combos to utilize at your disposal, and you get more ammo for the sub-weapons as you progress and keep fighting. You have the entire move list available right off the bat, so you're free to go nuts with the combos as soon as you begin, which I appreciate. Because of the smooth controls and a major lack of luck-based elements, I felt in control at all times, so the difficulty is completely fair. Not once did I ever blame the game for a hit I took. It's certainly hard, but I always felt like I messed up when I got hit. Not because the game punished me for being a frame too soon or a frame too late. It's even in their motto. It never gets easier, you just get better. A sentiment I fully agree with, since the game gives you the breathing room to improve with each failure and every passing level. This makes beating that tough level or that hard boss all the more satisfying. Even more so when you're constantly reminded that the game's AI will learn your patterns and form tactics to exploit your weaknesses. However, there is one major issue I take with this game. It's too short. It only features 11 levels that ultimately don't last much longer than 5 minutes each. It'll take you about an hour to reach and beat the final boss, and about a few more to get the remaining trophies, such as the stars for not getting hit, landing most of your attacks, and completing the level as fast as possible for each and every level. Afterwards, all that's left is to upgrade your sub-weapons completely and try to conquer the challenge pit's highest scores. Hey, it's better to not overstay your welcome, especially when the game is such a blast to play. This blow is also lessened because, unlike a lot of short games on the market, this game only costs about $5 off of PSN, which is a good deal for the game you get. So yeah, I really like this one. With the high but fair and well-designed skill-based challenge, I can't recommend this game enough. It controls great, looks great, and leaves you with a satisfied smile from having beat such a challenging title. It's short, but very inexpensive and well worth the price of admission. They did something right when even the trophies are fun to obtain. I give this game a high recommendation without question. A shining example of how to make a challenging action title with none of the bullshit. Even if you don't have a PS3 to try it out on, the game managed a successful Kickstarter campaign which will expand the game tremendously under the name Strength of the Sword Ultimate and will be on Windows, Mac, Linux, PS4, Xbox One, PS Vita, and Wii U. When? I have no clue, since it missed its deadlines. But progress is being made, and I hope that the project turns out great in the end, which is likely given the game they've given us now. I'm TFC328, and after I sort out my favorite Pokemon and visit the island of Akoto, it's time to face the devastation!